Welcome to Kids for the Cross Crafts. So what I'm going to show you today is something that you can do with your kids to create a craft for celebrating Father's Day. So I came across this idea off of Pinterest. I'll link it in my description box. But I think it's a cool thing that you could do with your children. And so we are going to be making a photo holder using a rock from my yard. And we're going to take a rock from my yard, and I have another rock on the side here that I've kind of already started to prep. And then we're going to be using some wire. It's on a spool. To be honest with you, I can't remember where I got this from, but I know you can get it at Walmart. You can also get it probably at Dollar Tree. If you look, it's kind of in the crafter section. It's just a crafter wire that you use to craft things with, and I'm using a 20 gauge. And so what I'm going to do is show you what I'm doing here. Is I took and I cut a piece of wire. I just kind of tried to eyeball it. I'm an eyeballer. I'm not a precise person, so I'm going to try to give y'all a measurement of how big I made it. So that's 12 inches, and then I did almost another 12 inches. I could have easily gone to 2 feet. So I'm going to say it's about 2 feet. It's about 23 inches instead of 24. So I'm just going to fold it in half and keep my hands down here to kind of make like a little area for the rock to sit in. And we're going to take our rock, and now your kids can take some paint and paint the rock beforehand, and then you take and wrap the wire around it after they have painted the rock, because you know painted rocks are very popular nowadays. I am going to put the wire on first, and then I'm going to paint instead of painting. I'm going to cheat this step here, but it's going to turn out really cute, and you're going to see that in the end. So so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to set my rock on it and kind of flatten that wire up underneath there, underneath the rock. And then I'm going to take the wire and I'm going to twist the wire. And we're only going to put this around on one side. We're not going to wrap it like a gift wrap type thing. So we're just going to twist it just like that. Can y'all see that? How I twisted it right there? So we're just going to twist it. Now I'm going to take it and I'm going to straighten it out here. And what we're going to do is we are going to be using some beads. Now I'm going to use some pony beads. If you're familiar with pony beads, I know it's something that you don't hear about very often, but I've got some black pony beads. I've got some dark navy, and I also have some different light colored blue, and I have white. But I also have some other beads that I want to kind of throw into the mix. Gotta be careful. I should show y'all how to make these earrings someday. They're very easy. Your girls would love to be able to make some bluebonnet. If you're from Texas, bluebonnets are the thing, and I can show y'all sometime how to make these earrings, bluebonnet earrings. But I'm gonna use some of these beads, I believe. So I'm gonna lay out my beads here and just kind of get an idea of how what pattern I want to do. I'm going to use some of these to maybe separate in between the colored beads. Maybe I could do it like this. I'm just kind of planning this out as we go here. We'll put maybe a colored blue bead, a light bead, and then another blue bead. Now these are called tri-beads because they have the 3 sides to them, and they make wonderful flowers. And then these are just straight little beads, which I'm not going to use those. But I'm just gonna build some kind of a little pattern here on my beads. And what we'll do is just kind of, you know, let your kids be creative. They can choose what beads they want to put on it. They don't have to, it doesn't have to be exactly what, doesn't have to be perfect. It's your children that are making it. I'm more of I'm kind of, I guess, in a way, I like it to be perfect for me. But anyways, so what you do is you take the beads, and I'm just going to show you this because I'm going to pause the video and go get my paint so that I can, show you painting the rock as well. And I'm just going to use acrylic paint. You might use the cement sidewalk paint, since it is a rock and it's more of a, almost like a cemented type of hard surface. But the acrylic paint should paint well on it. We'll find out. And we'll just make some basic designs. I was thinking about painting the entire rock with chalk paint and then painting the designs on, but let your kids go be creative. Let them be creative. Let them create their own design, how they want to design it. And then what you can do is then allow them to choose beads. If you can maybe buy some beads from Walmart, because they sell those little packages of beads or whatever, and then let them choose the beads that they want to use. Now I'm going to use these beads, and what you do is you take the end of the wire and you're just going to feed the beads onto your wire. And y'all gonna have to excuse me. I'm gonna have to go take a look at the picture to make sure I did this right, because I remember being able to see. So maybe I need to take one of these tiny beads. Let's see if this will stop it. Not sure if they'll go through two wires. Bear with me while I play, because it's stopped. Okay, there you go. So there's one, and then I'm going to use the smaller green one to stop it, because in the picture on Pinterest you can see the twisted wire. And then I'm going to use one of these just to kind of set, to make like a little area for the other beads to kind of set on top of. And now I'm going to feed my pattern. So, oops, was I supposed to do black? Oh, we'll do black and white together here. And then white. And if you've figured out, I'm in a different location in my house. I decided to film in a different area, so hopefully I'm not too close. I'm trying to not be too close, but it's quite high. And so laying out your beads, like helping your children figure out the pattern that they want to do, just tell them that, laying out the beads, you can kind of see the pattern and then build from there. And you're not doing very many. I'm doing maybe a little over, I don't know, maybe we'll count them. We'll have to count our beads. That's a great homeschool project too, putting the beads on and counting the beads. So you're adding a little bit of math into your craft session, to where you're having them also work with patterns, which is another math skill. Learning patterns is really good. All right, so we're leaving a good portion. See my pattern, and it's not very big. It's probably about maybe let's see how long it is. About 3 inches long. And we're gonna take in this part of the wire, I'm gonna cut off this excess that I have here, because we are going to take and twist this and turn it so that it becomes a picture holder. And so if you'll watch me, I'm gonna turn it sideways so y'all can see that in action. Now I'm using tiny wire cutters. Okay, so I'm going to twist this around my finger, and I'm twisting it just like this. And I'm actually if I have a bigger finger, I could twist it around my second finger, or you could probably twist it for your child, or have your child twist it around their fingers. Now, of course, your child may have the ability to do it. If not, you do it for your child for safety reasons, because you don't want them to poke themselves with the wire. And so basically what you are creating, what you're forming, is a circle. Of course, me and my perfectionism here, I'm trying to make it perfect. you're making a circle, and then let me see if I can find something to show you how. I don't have a picture to put in there, but if I had a picture, it would go right here and it would just kind of sit inside here. And what this is, or what it becomes, well, maybe I do need to go get a picture. It becomes a picture holder, and it's also a paper weight that they can put on their desk. Your husband can, the father can put on their desk, and be reminded of their children. It could be a picture of them and their dad, or it could be just them, and just reminds their father that they love them, and that they are special in their life. And so the other thing you could do is paint. I kind of like the natural look, but I want to come back and paint because I like painting too. So if you'll give me one moment, I'll be right back with some paint. Okay, so if you go to Walmart, they have acrylic paints. They have, I forget what brand they have. There's Apple Barrel, and there's also this, and Anita's, but I don't think this Anita's is from Walmart. But I think they have Apple Barrel at Walmart. I know they have Waverly paint, so if you're into the matte finish Waverly, you might let your kids use that. I am going to choose a few colors that I have. I want blue for sure, and I think I want this color, but I think this is this is a multi-surface Folk Art is the brand name, and it's patina, and it's multi-surface indoor outdoor, which that's good to know, but I'm not doing, outdoor. This is not going outdoor, but I like the color. I was going to do this blue, but I'm not sure if I want to do the blue. I think I do want to have a little green. So bear with me as I work on choosing some colors to use. I think I want to do the blue. I want to do the green. And so I'm a girl, so I'm going to get a little girlsy on y'all. I'm going to pick a pink because I want to make some little flowers to put on mine. So I got some pink. And let me see if I can find, even if you have some of this kind of paint, the puffy paint, or just the smooth glittery type glitter. If you wanted to do glitter, you could do glitter on it. It's just whatever you have in your craft stash for your children to use, they can use as far as paint is concerned. I would recommend using an acrylic paint to make sure that you definitely get that acrylic paint. So what I'm going to do is I am going to use this color, and I'm just going to see what happens, but I am going to paint my rock this blue color, and hopefully by the time I get through painting, because I mean this is a craft that you can do with your kids. You paint, let it dry, go play a game, do something around the house, whatever. It doesn't have to be, like perfectly done right here at this very moment. So you just kind of paint it, let it dry, and then come back and add your details to it. And just let your kids have fun and talk and play some music and just have some summertime fun while you're creating this masterpiece for your father. And make it unique to your whatever your father likes. If maybe he likes fishing, so go and get some fishing lures or some floaties, and instead of doing the beads, maybe you'll put some floaties on yours. Somehow figure out mom could help you burn some holes into it and take the floaties and put the floaties on. Maybe you'll paint it your dad's favorite color. Go buy paint and buy his favorite color. And I think Dollar Tree is even carrying some acrylic paints too. So just whatever you have on hand, use what you got, and don't stress about it. Just enjoy the process and enjoy having fun doing something special for your daddy on Father's Day. And so so I have finished this piece, and I'm gonna let this dry, and so I'm gonna be right back. In fact, I'm gonna speed it up by going and get my dryer and dry it. That's one way you could speed up the process, is get a hair dryer and blow a hair dryer on it. Or if you have a heat gun, you could do a heat gun. I don't have a heat gun. I do have a blow dryer. So I'm going to go run and get my blow dryer and blow this dry real quick so we can move on to the next step. I'm also going to wash my brush out, and I'll be right back. Okay, so it's almost dry. I used a dryer on it. It's still kind of wet in some areas, but it is drying. So I had an idea, but I'm thinking of, like, most people can find rocks in their yard or go out and to a park or somewhere and find a rock. But if you're in a place, say you live, in a place where you can't find a rock, I was looking at this and you wouldn't even know that it's a rock. I mean, it almost looks like a wadded piece of paper that's covered with a piece of paper. And that's something that, it would be lightweight. It would probably not, set up well, but I'm just trying to think of other ways, constructive ways that you could create something maybe out of a small box and weight it down with rice on the inside. And that, could sit up and give it some weight to sit up, and then put your little thing. And I was thinking about the beads too. You could do colors that are, your favorite colors, your dad's favorite colors. They could be just about anything. Your kids can put their favorite colors of beads on there. Just like I said, be creative. I'm going to create some flowers. I'm going to make some. Yeah, I put the white back and now I want it. Sorry about that. A little bit of white out here, and we'll go ahead and put some green out as well. I did kind of stir it up. Put a little green in here. Now the green we're probably going to use for detailing as far as making it look like it has a leaf. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my pink first, and your children can decorate it anyway. They don't have to put flowers on it. They don't have to, if they want to color one side one color and another side another color and put all kinds of markings all over, do you. I am not telling you that there is a right or wrong way to do this. Just have fun and let your children be themselves and put their personality on this, because it's all about them and their dads, and letting them make something for their dads that their dad can look at and appreciate and know that they are loved on this Father's Day. So I'm going to go ahead and we're going to leave it at that. And what I was going to do is, I'm not a perfectionist at this, but I did tell y'all I like to be perfect on what I do, but I try to be perfect, I should say. I'm not perfect. I would probably let it dry and then paint around the pink, but me, I'm in a hurry, so, oh no. See, I lost my pink. Maybe it would be, and I know, y'all comment below, what should I do instead? I'm sure I have some people out there who will tell me what I needed to do instead. Please comment. Tell me how would you have done your flowers differently? I can't show you all the side because I can't hold it. Yeah, there's one on the side. Let me see if I can hold it this way. I don't want to take the paint off though. Okay, there's one on this side. And there's one on this side. Okay. And then there's one on this side. See, and I'm getting sloppy now because I'm in a hurry to get the color on there. Whoops. See if I can slow down and get my petals that I want, that I really want. Now, I'm going to tell you how I'm going to correct my mistake. And I'm sure that you're probably wanting to say how you think it should be corrected. So I'm just going to keep a hold of this since I've already got a hold of it. And I'm going to make my petals on the different flowers. And now I'm going to go back and correct my mistake. So what I would have probably have done, which would have been a better choice, is I would have done the petals first and then come back and do my centers. So if you're a little girl out there following me and you're watching this video, that is my suggestion, is that you put the petal, let the flower petals dry first and then put your pink paint on after you have done. Now this is, I'm looking to make sure they're all on there. Oh no, am I in screen? I hope I am. I'm looking to make sure they're all on there, and then before I hit this last one, because this last one has a petal of white and I'm not sure I'm gonna get the pink in there. At least I'm trying, and it made a splash. Oh well. And one other thing that you could possibly do if you don't like it is you could swirl the pink with the white, and then it kind of gives it that natural look, because if you look at flowers, they're not perfect. They are colors just kind of blending in, you know, not perfect at all. Okay, so that is my pink and my white, and then I dropped my other paintbrush. Hang on just a second. Ugh, of course it fell on the floor and it still has paint in it. Sorry. Okay. You get the water, excess water off of it. All right, I think we are ready. I'm trying to make the paintbrush a little pointier. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go around and draw some vines. Connecting my flowers. No rhyme or reason, just kind of connecting them. Because that's what I want my design to be. So, and this is my design. And like I told you, let your kids be creative. And I'll show you what I'm gonna do once I get this done. So I'm just kind of drawing these little lines, and then what I'm going to go in and do is I'm going to add some leaves. And so this is just a way I paint. I know I haven't done any painting on YouTube, but it's one of my ways that I paint. And you know, it's kind of, I'm sitting here painting and I'm thinking, man, this is kind of relaxing. And it is. So hopefully, if your kids love painting, just, you know, and I'm not painting with no special paintbrush. These are those cheapo paintbrushes that you can get. I think these are called watercolor paintbrushes. I have some fancy ones, but for this project, I wanted to use what you would get or what you might have. All of my projects that I do on these videos, I want to try to focus on, well, what would they possibly maybe have in their craft stash to use we might do some, like another idea for the petals and for the center part is to use a Q-tip and stick a Q-tip in the flower. But there you go. And I know this is kind of girly looking though, but it could, you know, it's easily can go for a man, for a father. So I just, it's just one thing that they can make. It's pretty neat. It's cool. What I'm going to do is I'm going to let this dry and maybe give it another blow with the blow dryer so that it can hopefully dry a little bit more. And that's it. That's all there is to it. And I've completed one rock, painted, and put the beads on it in less than a few minutes. So just have fun with your kids. If this is something you want to do, it's not a hard project. It's something that they can do, easily do, and just have fun with your kids. You know, do things that bring joy to both you and your kids. Go out hunting for the rocks when, you know, and then, you know, grab you some paints and paint. Even if it's already past Father's Day, I know I'm kind of late to the game for the Father's Day crafts, but if it's past Father's Day, do it for just fun. If you have a mother who has a birthday coming up, or these would make great teacher gifts as well. If you want to, you know, if you want to make it for a teacher, do it. If you want to make it for, you know, someone who's having a birthday and you just want them, or grandma, grandpa, you know, just do it and make it and have fun. Enjoy your summer. So if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. And if you like what you saw, make a comment. Let me know what you think. Tell me what you would have done differently on the petals, because I know I'm still sitting here and I don't like the way it looks. And I want to go in and perfect it a little bit more. But I may do that after I dry it. I may go in and add more pink to the center, because I really don't want that white showing through. I wanted a pink center. But anyways, it doesn't have to be perfect, like I said, but I'm a perfectionist. So there you go. So I hope you like this video, and if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe, because every Friday I'm going to be putting out some sort of craft for kids that you can do, some kind of craft that you can do with your kids. And I'm also going to be putting out a video on Wednesdays called Kids for the Cross cooking videos that I'm going to be putting out, that is going to showcase easy food items that you can make, maybe snacks, maybe drinks, just who knows what it might be. Just something that you can do to have fun with your kids in the kitchen. And that's going to be posted every Wednesday, and my crafts will be posted every Friday. So thank you for watching, and y'all have a blessed day.